Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Who's buying AMC? Who is buying this thing? So currently part of the meme stock category. For some reason, it's currently up 16% in the past month, $3.53 at a $1.5 billion valuation. Is this thing undervalued? Let's check it out today. What's the latest news on this thing? So it looks like the stock is currently popping because people are going back to the movies. A box office rebound could bring more gains. We also have Wedbush upgrading the stock. And we have some new movie titles coming up in the end of 2025 into 2026 that could push moviegoers back to the theaters. Let's go ahead and pull up the fundamentals. Okay, so right now in the current quarterly data, there is not a lot of consistency with this company. First quarter of 2025, and I'm quoting from the CEO, was really slow, lowest it has been since 1996. First quarter of 2025 was the slowest time to go to the theater since 1996, and part of the reason was because there wasn't any new releases, there weren't any good movies coming out at that time. They only posted 862 million versus 950 million in 2024 first quarter. That is down 9% year over year. Year-over-year revenue for AMC has been declining if you take out the fourth quarter. We've had improvements in earnings per share for the previous two quarters, negative 47 versus negative 62 first quarter of 2024, up 24% year-over-year, and up 57% in the fourth quarter respectively. Profit margins are all over the place, and free cash flow per share, the most recent one, is also down year-over-year. But again, first quarter was really bad. They posted negative 370 million in cash flow from operations versus negative 188. That is down 96% year over year. Not looking good in the first quarter, but fourth quarter wasn't too bad. From operations, they posted over 200 million versus negative 77. That is up 361% year over year. So not looking too bad. And lastly, of course, we have net income on the bottom, posting negative 200 million, down 23% year over year. AMC is kind of all over the place. Nothing stable in the revenue, earnings per share, or cash flows coming in. But according to the CEO, 2026 is going to be a crazy year. We continue to believe that movie-going demand for the balance of 2025 and all of 2026 will show great strength. We have some major movie releases coming up this fall into 2026. Fourth quarter of this year, one of the biggest movie releases, Avatar, Fire and Ash in mid-December. Let's check this out. Avatar, Fire and Ash, mid-December. There's also some recent news with a new movie called The Odyssey by Christopher Nolan coming out next year. And they did a pre-release on the tickets. And I believe it's already sold out. So yeah, the IMAX tickets for Christopher Nolan's new movie next year has already sold out. It sold out in like 3 minutes. Literally not releasing till next year. And the tickets are already sold out. So that is going to be good for moviegoers and also for AMC going forward. Is this the real preview? I hate when they have those fake previews. The Ash people, Sky people are back, guys. The Sky people are back. All right, well, that's coming out soon, so that's going to be good for AMC. What else? Let's go over some numbers real quick. There has been a huge decline in moviegoers, but according to the CEO, movie-going demand in theaters is going to pick up at the end of 2025 and into 2026. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of don't like going to the movies anymore. There's always some loud kid or someone on their phone, and it's kind of like, why don't I just watch it at home? I feel like lately going to the movies has been a little annoying. There's always someone that kind of ruins the experience. I usually just wait for things to release at home. So let's take a look at some other numbers besides this right here. I'm just gonna read them off. First quarter box office was down 12%. Domestic admissions revenue declined 10.9%. According to the numbers, there has been a drop in moviegoers. But on the positive side for AMC, people are paying more for tickets and they are paying more for food. So we also have a 49% increase in food and beverage and a 26% increase in ticket admission. So revenue per person has been increasing because they did increase ticket prices. Let's take a look at ticket prices. $21 for an IMAX ticket now. 26% increase in admissions revenue for patron. So they increased their prices. So less people going to the movies, but the people who are still watching movies are paying more for their tickets. So when we take a look at theater locations, let's see. From January 2020, they have closed over 200 locations and opened 62 new locations in better areas. We got Lilo and Stitch, Mission Impossible. F1 I heard got good reviews, still haven't seen it, but so bad first quarter, but in the fall of 2025 into 2026, we might see a little jump right here. They are upgrading a lot of their screens into IMAX with laser systems, also meaning people paying more for their ticket. They have this plan called the AMC Go plan where they're trying to convert a lot of their theaters into luxury theaters, offering premium seats, more room, better service. I'm just not an investor in AMC. not just me, but I do think we are going into a time where people just don't like going to the movies anymore. We also have Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. We have all these things that we could just pull up at home. It's more convenient. There's no one annoying next to you. There's no one on their phone. Also, the CEO and every insider has been selling nonstop since 2021. There has not been a single insider purchase since 2021. It's just been continuous selling of their stock. Remember, they did dilute their shareholders, and then you could see they're kind of all exiting. Back in 2022, when they diluted their shareholders, insiders have been doing nothing but sell you shares. I mean, everyone keeps saying this is going to moon, but if the insiders keep diluting you, and the insiders are also trying to exit all of their share positions, you're the one getting played. And so, yes, this company is super cheap at the price level, $3.56 at a $1.5 billion valuation. And yes, it could move because it is part of the whole meme stock category, but people on the inside are making money off you left and right. Hundreds of millions of dollars worth of shares sold in the open market. And it's probably retail picking up and buying these shares. Let's look at their balance sheet. So total cash so this is after first quarter. They're going to be all the companies are going to start reporting soon for second quarter. Latest data, they have 378 million left in cash. They're going to have to either dilute more. Long-term debt, 3.9 billion, guys. 3.9 billion dollars in cash. They pretty much have 10x the amount of debt versus their cash. And let's see how much interest payments they're paying. They're paying over 100 million in interest payments. Pretty much 100 million per quarter just on interest payments. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, 378 million. Let's see on short-term liabilities, accounts payable. They have to pay 232 million this year. Just by looking at these numbers, they have to pay 232 million by this year on accounts payable. This is short-term debt. This is accounts payable, short-term debt they need to pay off this year. So 232 million, while they have 378 million in cash left. They're paying 100 million in interest payments. How are they ever going to pay off this debt when the revenue has been declining quarter over quarter? Let's see, annual. So revenue peaked in 2019 at 5.4 billion. It's been going down ever since. It has a little pickup, but it's been flat. Looks like it's been flat for the past 2 to 3 years. 4.8 billion, 4.5 billion to today. They're either going to dilute more shareholders here, or they're going to have to find some convertible debt somewhere. Annually on the cash flow, it's been 6 years of negative cash flow from operations. This is on an annual basis. I guess we could see a little trend going positive, but 2025 so far is not looking good for AMC. Let's see what the CEO says. While the year-over-year revenue growth and key performance metrics might appear to be somewhat modest, all the revenue and the fundamentals don't look good. They're actually going down. There are other important achievements needed for full recovery, but we are optimistic that we'll get done with what needs to get done, and AMC is poised to capture momentum arising from the strength in the fall of 2025 and into 2026, with a brighter future ahead. $3.56, $1.5 billion valuation. It is part of the meme stock group. Not financial advice, but I'm not too bullish on this stock because I am already in GameStop. I don't need two meme stocks. I'll make another video where we compare GameStop and AMC. I would be a little cautious with this company. If you are investing in this company, you're pretty much betting on a little short squeeze. Let me know what you guys think on this one. I know there's a big community with the AMC apes. Are you buying AMC? Check out my other videos, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.